Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.2, and this is episode 50, which, fittingly enough, is our long Friday, if I can manage to stay up this late. Anywho, the last few episodes we've been kind of tinkering with the wiring system, trying to map out exactly how we'll deal with all this mess. We kind of figured out that we're going to end up like this. So we'll have a switch to a battery bank, from the battery bank to this switch, which kind of crawls through the wall to another switch, to the motion sensor, and the motion sensor to a turret, and then we're going to put a spotlight up here. So we can go like that, and then aim where we need to aim the light for. So, yeah. But I want to get the mounts in for the lights, and basically it's just 2 from the corner. So it's like that. Now it might have to be different on. Oh shit, did it wrong. It might have to be different on these sides. Let's see. There. And it's above the gun, because we don't have that ramp in the way. So you might have to put like another one right up here. In fact, I'm thinking that that's probably a wise way to go. So we'll go here. Booyah, like that. And then here. Okay, so for corners, we need to move the battery banks. So we have to. I want to do this individually. Yeah, that works out a little bit better too. It kind of hides the wire. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. Probably ought to put the motion sensor right above the gun turret and do that all the way around. Alright, so now we gotta do all that. So you got above that, above that, above that, and we could just there. Okay, this one has to stand out a little bit, be able to work for that. Okay, let's get rid of that, and that, and oh crud. I do so hate it when that kind of crap happens. Alright, there we go. Little boo-boo. Let's see. Get back into putting these back in place. I think it might be easier just to individually run that. Chuck these and then replace them. Okay, so that looks better, I guess. I'm not completely satisfied with it, but I'll take it. Especially if it works. Okay. Now you might be thinking or saying, well, you could have figured this out easier this way, but you know, it's not that fun that way. No, it's just I have to visually see how things work to really get a grasp on how to, you know, get it to work. I just can't do. There's a lot I can do in my head, and trust me, there's a lot in my head that it's overwhelming. I just have to kind of work it out, you know, visually. And that's why a lot of my gameplay is like longer than it should be, because I have to. If I'm going to get into something that's especially really technical games, in some ways like Space Engineers and Empyrean and things like that, I really have to put it into action before I can, you know, be happy with something. Okay, we'll turn these off because the humming is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so let's take a look at this again. And I did not mean to do that. Damn it. That was, yeah. Okay, so it went from there. Oh crap, I just realized something. We may have to do it with less battery banks. I mean, it makes it simple. It simplifies it. It won't have that level of redundancy I want. You know, half the problem here is that I want it to look good, even though I'm not a very aesthetic kind of builder. I also don't want to see bullet holes on my base. this is frustrating. Okay, so if we're going to do it like this, battery to switch, switch to switch, switch to another switch, switch to motion sensor to light, motion sensor to turret. Light comes on. Okay, I gotta because I reset this. And we'll set it just for 5 seconds. Just make sure it's good. Now the range of this is pretty good actually. Yeah, it's just inside these walls it activates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be off. Yep, so as soon as you get right in here, it activates. And of course we have to reposition the light. Now this is the dangerous part right here, because we're not in the camera view, and that would shut off the power to the turret. So if it doesn't see a zombie, and right here is a dead zone, and I mean that without the pun. So from within here, this is a dead zone. And obviously we don't need it that high. We don't need it that low. So go like that. Let's see, can you see that light? Oh, it's, wow, it saw me from all the way over there. Okay, so light works up here. Actually, stand back and wait for a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it's just barely catching me. That's why it's flickering like that. Yep. Okay, so we're in the view. And it's still tracking. Right up on top of me there. And I'm right on the wall, so that works. Aim the guns down. Oh, and I destroyed the turret. Had the ammo in it, so that is a bummer. It's a boner. Don't need to put all that much ammo in there. Anyway, do it like that. And I need to blah, blah. Okay, I think if we aim it, like at the lower bar. And does it leave a bullet mark on the ground? Okay. But yeah, it's... that'll work. Okay, so now we gotta do the rest of these like this. And I'm thinking, since I'm kind of daisy chaining all this together. Let's see. Let's get the spotlights up because we'll need. I think we got them all up there. Yep. Okay. So we don't need spotlights anymore. Need switch. And let's see. Alright, so now we can just run it from this switch to there. From there to the motion sensor. Motion sensor. Already, well, we can trigger it up to the light too, I guess. Or did that cut? Yeah, it cut the light. Okay. Yeah, it can only do one at a time, I suppose. Alright, so motion sensor to turret. This needs to be on, so we got continuity. Excellent. I may want to put another set of lights. Well, there is one in the center on all the other walls, so this is kind of like the unique wall. Alright, switch it on, and I need to get power to it. Okay, so we'll go from here to there. Oh, it's stretching it. Stretching a good thing too far. Just gets it. Okay. So I might have to move that, or yeah, I'll have to move that. Use this one to cover the corners. I mean, they gotta be moved inside anyways. Okay, so from here to there, there to there. We got power from that switch to here, here to there, there to spotlight, and then from motion sensor to there. Lights go on, lights go on. Excellent. And we're being tracked by the motion sensors pretty well. So once we get out of the blind spot of that, it looks away, but we're in the opening spot for that. This is the only dead zone here. That puts us open up to those that turret over there. Keep guys coming in. We might have to, yeah, we'll have to aim these into here. Let's see if we can go like that. Okay, so we're being tracked, not being tracked. There's just a... Oh, crap. I keep throwing things. I didn't want to throw things. Now to see if what the outer side limit is for that one turret. So you get up in here and it'll come at you, but you come over here and it's not. Let me get there. So yeah, that's not working for me. So aim kind of like that. See if it aims completely down. So you want to see down enough to keep power going, to keep it tracking, but also power the turret, because without the motion sensor camera detecting where the zombies are at, the turret ain't gonna do squat. Yeah, it gets blocked by this corner. So I wonder if I can... Okay, so gotta rework. Oh, son of a... It's that evil double tap thing. Still is a bug even to this day. Alright, let's rewire the damn thing. Okay, so now don't need it aiming up that high, and now we got a better view here. I want to see if we can aim it like here, maybe. Just getting in the... Yeah, there we go. And it's looking out this way. It's got its track, and as soon as we lose track there, we're gaining track over here on the left. So double track, technically triple track. Alright, that's good. We're getting track that way. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, so we got those wired up. And then now we gotta get from not liking that. So let's see. trying to route these wires right. And it's always becoming it's always a mess. And really, it doesn't matter in here, but let's see. We ought to really just redo this. Put this in for the corner, and a battery bank here. This for that side, this for that corner, this for that side, and do it like that. It simplifies things, knowing where everything's supposed to be at and all that. And I'm just making myself have a headache, that's all. And why can't I go really getting frustrated and tired. That's the worst of it. Okay, so we need to do this for the corner. Let's start setting up the battery banks. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm also making it so that the post for the battery is closer to the wall, so that masks it a little bit. Hopefully better. Alright. So we're going to do this properly. I mean, we gotta get the solar cells. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24, 36 of them. Okay, I got 2 to spare, and I think I'm needing some more. Damn it! I'm gonna need 2 more solar panels. Oh, wait a minute. mean, I am dead tired, and I'm not thinking straight. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 more. Close enough. All right. So if we put the switch somewhere down here, let's get the toolbar. So let's put in there to there. Just cut that. Turn that on. And go from there. Oh, we gotta put a switch in here, don't we? Okay. See how we do this. Okay, we'll have to put one above every turret. Okay, so we'll back up. Where is that? Okay, so thankfully we can go to multiple switches. It's just a tedious back and forth thing and getting lost. I was kind of hoping that the wires would be up into the roof a little, or the ceiling a bit more, but let's see, they're not going through the floor here. They're poking out anyways. So we got that. All of them are lit up. All lights are green. Okay, so this goes to here. This goes to here, and we can't do to the spotlight. And the spot, we have to get the spotlights up here because we have to get those battery banks out of the way. Okay, so that one's done. Oh, damn it. Come on, cut the wire, damn it. There we go. I go back from here to here. And then it undid the wire. There we go. Okay, so from here. This is taking a lot longer than it should. Alright, so one side here is done. So what, let's see, what do we need here? We got all the power in. We gotta get these sorted, you know, aimed properly, but we can do that at a later time. Just want to make sure that they're working. Alright, so it's actually not bad with the wiring. The only thing that sticks out is down here, and I don't mind. Okay, so let's get these battery banks moved up inside here, or the batteries themselves. I am so mentally burnt right now. Don't know what to tell you guys. Hey, I leveled up. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, so that one's good. Now we gotta get this one. Alright, so now we go. Oh shoot, it's got this backwards. Okay, solar bank, battery bank, light switch, throw the switch. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so we'll put a switch here. Throw the switch, and then we have to get... Okay, that's all wired up. Okay, so that runs that. Alright, that's working. That was actually easy because we already did the work. Excellent. Okay, so now we got to do the corner, and that means a switch above every turret. We'll do that one. So what this means is if, let's say, a zombie takes out either the motion sensor here or manages to break in and smash this this turret here, we're not relying on one single branch of power that would knock out the whole block. So let's see, this would have to be like that. Yeah. Or wait, no, it's the other way around. Like that. So yeah, we have solar bank to battery bank to light switch, and of course we don't have any power here. Okay, so we got power. So from here on down to here, throw the switch. From here I do love the fact that in cheat mode you do have no collisions. So go from there to there. The only problem is if this inner switches, any one of those get busted, that takes out the whole block. But to get that far, I mean, if they can get into this here and bust up a switch, you got bigger problems than non-working turrets. Okay, throw the switch. All lights are green. Okay, so we go from switch to there, there, to there. Switch, motion sensor to there. Took me a while, but I think I'm there. I think I got it. Now it's just getting the these battery banks removed, putting in the blocks for the spotlight, and getting those wired up. That's not really a problem. Just a matter of process and all that happy yachts. Okay. I just love hearing that little click, kind of a click and a chirp type thing. Oh, he's right there. You know. Okay. So that's good. I need some liquid refreshment here. All right, let's continue. Got to get a switch. see, how do I do this? Right here. Okay, so that part's all good. Let's get that. Might as well pre-do this since we're here. Nope. There we go. Yeah. I did it again. Okay, so now we can come back down here. That's wired. Okay, so now we gotta go here to here, here to here, wire it up, here to here. Oh, we gotta get the battery going. Okay, so green lights, that's good. Takes a second for the thing hook up, I guess. Alright, so we've got green lights. Let's get these all wired. Okay, now for the motion sensor. Which is right there. And we'll get the spotlights in just a moment. I just want to get the nitty-gritties in here. See where am I at here? Where'd my turret go? Weird. So we wired in. Tick, 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 tick. Alright, so up here, I think we got to... Okay, there is one more... Yeah. So we got to go from here to here, here to the switch, throw the switch, switch to switch, throw the switch. Okay, now we gotta go from switch to switch. Power on. Switch to switch. Uh-oh. What was that about? Okay, so I've got power there. It's acting kind of weird. Either that or I'm just, like, mentally bushwhacked at the moment. The latter may be the case. Okay, so that's like half the base is already wired up now. Except for the search tower lights, but still, I mean, this is pretty good. Let's make sure we get all of these. Okay, the ones without the green lights, they all need batteries. Okay, that should cover it. Yep. So we could throw the rest of this stuff out. I mean, if we need to, we can get more, but it's not like it's a hard thing to deal with. Well, it's a tedious thing. Okay, let's while we're here. There we go. I don't remember if we got enough for all of them up there or not. Okay, I guess we did. Okay, well, that was kind of useless. And I can't shift click it over. Damn it. Alright, so that's a lot of crap there. Alright, now we gotta get the rest of this stuff wired in. Should be pretty simple, especially when you do it like 20 plus times. Although you might have to stretch the wire a little bit. Some of these far corners here. And for the record, the solar panels, they don't have to be aiming directly at the sun. Apparently, you can turn them completely around and they'll still be charging. And it just basically think of it as a block. And if light touches any of the three sides that are facing up, then it's going to charge, which is kind of lame, but mechanics of the game are, I guess, limited in that regard. It's different, like with space engineers. You can actually use scripts to turn solar panels like on rotors towards the sun, and they are directional. Oops. I screwed that one up a little bit. Okay, we're almost done with the episode. I kind of want to get this part done before we carry on into next week. But yeah, we took a little bit to get figured out how I wanted it. I mean, the fundamentals were always there. It's just organizing, you know, making sure the wires are hidden. Not like the zombies are going to do anything to the wiring, I don't think. It just doesn't look right, you know, if wires are hanging all over the place, and I like to, at least to some extent, try to keep it looking decent, not like a bird's nest of shit. Oh, there he is. Alright, the next episodes will be continuing on with a fair bit of this. Most of it is just aiming the cameras, the guns, getting the spotlights hooked up, you know, a little bit of stuff like that, and then final touches, because we're pretty much in the home stretch right now. And we can do a test run with some zombies. and see how that turns out. See how the base performs. And then just after that, it'd probably be you know, just little touch-ups. You know, if there's gaps in the defenses, if things weren't working exactly right, or they could have been performing better, just little tweaks. So that's good. I think we're all wired up now. Yep, it looks like all lights are green in here. That means everything's good there. Let's make sure we're hooked up to solar. Yep, so we're pretty much good. Let's get rid of this yellow. Okay, we're a zombie. Rawr, brains. We just chewed up. Now we're a shredded pile of flesh. And yeah, we do have to get the cameras readjusted. That's fine. Gotta get the guns tuned in and loaded. We gotta get ammo for it all. There's the shotguns and the 9mm. We gotta start laying out traps. We gotta get the blade traps in the core. This area in here. We need to get anti-bird defense, terror chicken defense, which is essentially a turret on the roof. Duh. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome when there's a horde night. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one in particular because one, there's some things to learn from it, from my mistakes, at least, and things that you can avoid when making your base. I mean, if I was more awake, probably wouldn't have taken so long, but you know, that's just the way it is. Let me patch that up. There we go. Okay, battery bank over here. We can get rid of that. And that is it. Gosh, I'm gonna be pulling these things out of every nook and cranny. So yeah, we only have to get the spotlights hooked in. We might want to put in lights out here. We'll have to see how the spotlights do at night, though. At least with all three of them and all that. And we might even, just for aesthetic looks, don't even have to hook them up. Maybe put some up on the roof. But I'm also kind of concerned about those getting hit with zombie spit. So, alright, we're done. Thank you guys. Check out the links in the description box below, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.